Hi everyone. So I'm here today with an Amazon makeup haul. It's their cheaper makeup. So what I did is I went on and I looked for makeup that they were selling that was under $10 that for the most part is very highly rated. Most of the stuff I'm going to be using today is actually under $5. So I tried to, I like filtered for price lowest to highest, and I looked for things that looked good in there, and so we're going to try it out and see, and I will tell you how much everything is as we go. This is the W7 Lip Twister Lip Liner. And this is in the color England. So I'm going to be unwrapping a lot of packaging in this video. I'll try to make it sound pleasant and not have me cursing, because no one wants to listen to that. But it is going to be frustrating because packaging and I don't get along that well. Okay. So this is by W7. It is, like I said, in the color England. I just picked it because it was red. There's still more packaging on it. And it was $2.50. $2.50. Maybe it's from England because it actually says that it's the color red. Okay, well, it seems pretty creamy and nice. Okay, so there we go. That's item one. The next thing in here is Eyelash Shields. I'm not really sure why I bought this. I thought it was more like a thing to put here, but it's actually not. It's supposed to, I don't actually know what it's supposed to do. Let's open it up and see. They were $3.59 for 100. And they were just called under eye stickers. So you clean the face, stick the product on the lower eyelid, wear the false eyelashes, uncover the segregation sticker. Hello, flawless. So I'm not sure exactly what that's for, but I'm guessing it's to eliminate fallout. And if that's the case, I really don't have fallout as a problem. So maybe I will try to use them the way I thought I was going to be using them. Okay, next is, I don't know how to pronounce this, Sace, S-A-C-E, Sace Lady, Sace, I have no idea, Sace. This is under eye concealer, and it is in the color 2, and it says it's full coverage anti-aging long-lasting concealer correctors for dark circles, spots, face makeup. And it was $3.71. So we'll see how that goes. What is this? Okay. This is avoid the temptation there. So this is just a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette that looked pretty to me. It was $3.99. This is called the Wet n Wild Color Icon 5-Pan Makeup Palette Long Wear Vegan and My Lucky Charm. And it was $3.99. So you can't beat that. I don't know how pigmented it'll be. So let's see. See, now this packaging says pull or peel from here. Oh, okay, that is working. Okay. Now it looked like a nice palette. Okay, that's nice and pretty pigmented. Here's the gold color. Wow. This is that teal color. Wow, that's actually prettier than I thought it was going to be because it has like gold in it. This is this one. Wow. Okay, Wet n Wild. You've impressed me. I'm excited to try that out. Alright, and then we've got, this is by Music Flower. It's called Shimmer Eyes, and it says 24H. It's liquid eyeliner and liquid eyeshadow. I'm looking at the instructions right now. So it says, add effective pearly ingredients to keep your eyes shining for a whole day. Super soft brush tip makes it easier to make up. Waterproof and anti-sweat texture can last for 24 hours, and smudge proof, which makes your eyes bright and charming. How to use. Dip up proper amount eyeshadow to click onto the eyelid with the tips of brush. Gently press with your finger and spread evenly. Then use the eyeliner brush to draw a fine line along the base of the upper lashes, and your eyes makeup will appear bright, shining as diamonds. Okay. I don't know why I got this and the palette, but now I'm kind of torn what I'm going to use. Maybe I'll use one on one eye and one on the other eye. Okay. All right, so this is the eyeshadow. It's a little weak, but this was waterproof, long-lasting, pigmented cosmetic for women, blendable, sparkling eyeliner with eyeshadow. $3.98. I guess you can build it up, which I guess I'll be trying to do. And then this is the eyeliner. I like it, but it does that thing where, like, when you draw a line, there's like an empty bit in the middle where it went right through. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks okay, actually. I'll try that. we have, now this was very, very highly rated, so I am very excited about it. It was actually, I saw it on a list of like cosmetic products people can't use without, one of those like sponsored listicles. And this came up, and I noticed on Amazon it had very, very good reviews. So this is called, it's by the company Essence, and it's called Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, Gluten and Cruelty-Free. We don't want cruelty in our makeup. I never thought I would care about gluten, but if you have a gluten allergy, it can be bad even just to have it on you or around you. Because I have a friend who's a chef, and she didn't know she had a gluten allergy, and even just like making pasta, because they would make like handmade pasta, even just making it and having her hands in it all day, she was like always sick. When she finally learned why, she was like, oh, so it's good not to have gluten in your products. I don't really know why there would be gluten in makeup, but I don't know. So this is, it's pretty, I like it. Ooh, it has one of these brushes, which I like, because it has very like small bristles that are well separated to like really separate the lashes, and it's like a little bigger as it goes. I like that kind of brush. It's my favorite kind. So that's good. Did I tell you how much that was? That was $4.99. Okay, this is the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in blonde. This was $3.14. Okay, so we have, well, it's very light, but that's actually good because I prefer it that way. Then I can build up the color. What does this do? Oh. Ah. Wait a minute. Define and set brows with the defining pencil using short light strokes. Fill brows using filling powder. Okay. I've never used something like that before, so I'm excited about that. Okay, now this is NYX. I know I like NYX products. This is their matte liquid eyeliner in black, and this was actually $5.94, so a little bit more than $5. Oh, I should do it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice. And apparently it dries matte and looks very black. Okay. Oh, I'm very excited about this. I hope it is nice. This is by Milani, and it's called Milani Hypnotic Lights Festival Collection Eye Topper in Electric Forest. Cruelty-free eye topping glitter with a shimmering finish. Now it doesn't say it's gluten-free. Does that mean it's not? I don't see gluten on the ingredients list, but what do I know? Holographic eye topper. Hypnotic lights. Yes, queen. That's pretty. I just want to see how it blots. Wow. It's hard to see the color in real life, but it's actually really pretty. Okay, I'm excited about that photo. find more. Oh, I'm sorry, that was actually one of the more expensive things I got. That was $8. And I bought it a while ago because I saw it and I thought it looked pretty. And then I decided to do this video, so I thought since it's still under $10, I would include it. Okay, now this is a highly rated thing too. It's and also it's over $5. It was $6.95. It's a foundation makeup brush. Endoto Kabuki Fat Brush Flat High Top Density Multifunctional for flawless blending. Flawless powder blending liquid or cream cosmetics. And it comes with a little case to keep it protected that has double locks on it. You're not messing around. Don't mess with this brush. Ooh. 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 So dense. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm gonna like this, I can tell. I'm gonna keep it in its little compartment. Don't want to lose that. Next up we have, I have no idea how to pronounce that. But this was $2.99, and is mine. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. Is mine. It is a makeup lipstick, matte, long-lasting, waterproof nude pigment lipstick matte Batom in the color Maquillaje, or no, that means makeup in Spanish. Number 4. It's in the color 4. This is weird because it looks kind of like one of those about face eye paint, so I was trying to untwist it, but wow. I don't know if you can see this, but there's like texture on the lipstick itself. That's kind of cool. Alright, well that looks like a nice nude. So we'll see about that. And then, oh, that's everything. So, oh, that was $2.99. Did I say that? Oh, I know the other thing I bought were the butterfly stickers that I used in that butterfly makeup video. Do I still have those around? Yes. This is the other thing I bought, which I already used in one of the other videos, but maybe I'll use it again in this one, just for fun, although they were kind of a pain in the butt. But these were by SIUSIO, and they are $3.69. So I think that's everything. I'll put all the links to these in the video if you're interested in any of it. But, you know, it was pretty easy to find. Like I said, I just searched for makeup and then filtered for low to high and then tried to look for things that had good reviews. That was all. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is apply some moisturizing primer, because that's where I should always start, right? This is just my green tea matcha stuff matcha green tea moisturizing primer. But my hand looks so cool. This is what I look like every time I leave Sephora. Right. Who makes this? Police. I love it. It has such a nice, gentle fragrance. All right. So we're gonna try this sauce. I don't know how you would say that word. Sauce? Sace? Sauce? just drop some of this on me? Okay. Now this is supposed to be a concealer, but it kind of doesn't feel like a concealer. Kind of feels like a foundation. It feels like much. I don't know how I feel about this. We're going to use this brush to hopefully blend it in. It's so yellow. Oh my god. And I put on so much. Oh my god. Why did I put on that much? I don't know. Okay, I will say this brush is awesome. It might start to rival my... Oh god, it just keeps going. It just... There's so much of it. Okay, well... I really want to get in there on the forehead. I don't want to... If I don't get certain areas, it's really going to show. Because this is so yellow. I've never used any product like this. Okay. Now I guess, like, if you had this in a color that matched you, it might be kind of nice, because it, like, really, a little went a really long way. Like, a long way. It's so yellow. But the thing is, I don't know if you can see this, but like, it didn't really do a great job at actually concealing. I mean, it's doing a good job in making me look like I have foundation on, but I don't know if it's really, like, correcting. I have to really... Okay. So what I thought was concealer is actually a foundation, and it has gone everywhere. Okay, where did that go? Where did that product go? I'll tell you where it is going. In the trash. Yeah, sorry. I will not be using that again. That was so cheap, so I don't feel bad about it. But it doesn't even... I mean, it's obviously not high quality. I wasn't expecting high quality. I don't remember if this was well rated or not. I'll put that in this video after I start editing. Okay, I think I've blended it in enough. I'm going to go over it with some powder, just because I feel like I need to. It does not feel lightweight. Okay. Thank you, Tarte. Now I didn't get a blush, right? No. So I'm just gonna put a little blush highlighter on from the Huda palette, just to try and soften up this look a little, because it's looking very monochromatic. There we go. That looks a little better. I know in the video you can't tell. You're probably like, what's so bad about it? But it's yellow. It is yellow. Okay. Alright, next up, let's try this brow thing. So it says we are going to define the brows first with the pencil. Oh. Now I have high hopes for this because it's Maybelline. It's like a brand I know. How bad could it be? Alright. So I'm kind of approaching this like lip liner. So I've kind of created my brows there. I'm gonna get some up there in the front. And then I'm gonna wow. Okay, you definitely don't want to take it onto the thin part of your brow because it's not, you want to take the thin part with the pencil part, not with the Q-tip part. But jabam, that's like a good brow. I mean, it's much. And recall, this is blonde. So I wouldn't go too much darker than this if you're light like me, but if you're not, then there you go. I mean, that's a brow. All right, let's go into this palette. And let us start with a fluffy brush. And let us start with this color. That's pretty and very blendable. Okay. That's nice. I actually really like this color and how it goes on. It's like very easy to blend, and I feel like it's buildable. Okay, I would be good like that, but I'm gonna go more, obviously. So, what do I want to do next? Okay, I think I'm gonna take a smaller brush. What do I want? I'm gonna go in with this color. You know what? I forgot to put on an eyelash shield. That feels really weird, but I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going in with, this brush has pink on it. Okay, I'm going in with, you know what, let's use this one. I like this one a lot. Taking this in the outer corner. So let's talk about books and movies while I'm doing this. So I know I've been talking about A Discovery of Witches, but I just like hardcore lost interest in it. I let it like lapse. I didn't have time to watch it over like Easter because I was like with my family and my son was home all week, so like I didn't have a chance to watch it. And then like when I returned to it, I was like, what? Like, what is even happening? Like, I didn't understand anything. So I'm gonna chalk that up mostly to human error on my part, in that like it really needs to be probably like binged. But I still think Matthew Good is very hot, and at some point I might go back to it, but it just kind of felt like, it started to feel like, why? I don't know. Considering I like am paying $5.99 a month to Shudder so that I can watch this show, I'm gonna have to probably seriously evaluate whether I'm actually gonna watch it, because I should probably not be paying that if I'm not gonna watch it. Okay, so I'm just blending this darker color out. I know the cool kids don't really like do immense blends anymore, but I'm not a cool kid. I've never claimed to be. Never claimed to be. All right. Okay, I'm going to cut a crease with some regular concealer. I'm just not going to use that other concealer. I'm sorry. I'm just not. So what am I watching? Oh, so my husband and I just finished watching Ted Lasso. Like, oh my god, all the hype is true. It's just such a good show. It really is. I laughed, I cried, like, I said it, I feel like it has my whole heart. Like, it just really does. And I really don't like sports. I don't care about sports. I generally don't get into like sports movies or shows, because I really just don't have any interest in it. But it actually made me care about soccer. Like, I kind of want to like watch soccer. I actually kind of want to move to England and follow soccer there, or football. But man, that show is just so good. All the characters have such a interesting like arc, and they're all like flawed, but they're all like kind of heroic in a lot of ways, and it's so good. Like, every character is like redeemed in this like very satisfying way. And it's funny, like, people have been saying, you know, shows like Schitt's Creek and maybe even Bridgerton and Ted Lasso are like the shows we need, and that's like why they've taken us all by storm. Like, they're the shows we need right now while we're like in the pandemic and all that. And that's probably somewhat true. Because, you know, I feel like for a long time there was a trend of like having shows that reflected like who people actually are and like the darknesses of people, and how, you know, like a show like Transparent's a good example. Like, I really loved that show, but it's like the people are so flawed, and you know, you kind of root for them because you see like the dark parts of yourself in them and stuff, but it's like kind of disheartening. And so I just kind of feel like now maybe there's a trend towards shows about people that like have these like really redeeming qualities, because we're feeling like we need that hope in our lives. Does that make sense? I hope so. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with this same brush and use some of this pretty gold right here along this line. Kind of like a graphic liner. They're so hot right now, graphic liners, right? I think that's pretty nice. And if you have been watching my other videos, as far as books, you'll know that I've been in a Riley Sager. I don't want to call it a rut, but I've been reading a lot of Riley Sager. So I'm kind of on a Riley Sager kick. He has a new book coming out soon, and I'm excited about that. I just finished, I don't know if I talked about Final Girls on here, but I finished that and it was really good. But not, I still think I liked Lock Every Door and Home Before Dark better. Just because. Maybe I liked the characters better or something. As you read more of his stuff, you see a lot of patterns in how he writes his characters, and like I appreciate that, but it's also like after a while you kind of want to like strangle his you know, protagonists. So now I'm going in with this middle color. Because they're all like, so they're all kind of like just like victims of their pasts, and it's to the point where like the ending, like they all get redemption and it's great, and like you are excited about that, but it also kind of feels like almost overkill with like happiness at the end, and it's like, because this character has never known happiness, so I guess we have to give them all this happiness. But I still really like reading his books. They're really fun. The one I just finished was called The Last Time I Lied, I think. The Last Time I Lied. I'll put it here. And it's about a girl who, when she was 13, she was going to this like summer camp in upstate New York for like rich girls, and 3 of her friends, or her cabin mates or whatever, like left the cabin one night and like never came back, and she like blamed someone for it that she like that didn't do it, or like she didn't think did it, but she like was young and she was, you know, feeling stupid, and so she's always kind of like lived with the guilt of that, and lived with the guilt of like not knowing where her friends are, and also kind of lived with like, why didn't they take me with them, and all this stuff. So she's like very problematic, and she's an artist. She's become a painter who paints like dense pictures of woods, like reflecting like where her friends are. And she gets asked by the camp owner to go back as an adult and be like the art teacher at the camp. And she decides to go because she's gonna find out once and for all what happened. And so she goes back, and of course, like, all kinds of hijinks ensue. So this is this blue thing. Okay. Putting this blue here. Over top. So yeah, so it was good. I mean, I definitely like was engaged in it. Couldn't put it down. Stayed up till 2 a.m. to finish it at the end, you know, because it got really exciting. Because she does like discover things, and you know, you can go into a Riley Sager book knowing that like everything will be answered, and I think there's a lot to be said for that. Like, you know you're in like safe hands with him as a writer, if that makes sense, because he's not gonna like leave things unanswered, which you know, bothers me. I don't want things unanswered. Okay, then I'm gonna let that dry a little before I do the eyeliner. I'm gonna take the Milani and put the Milani on the inside, but I'm gonna use a brush. My God. Yes. Yes, Queen Milani. Oh. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Wow. Like $8? How much did I say this was? $8? Wow. Oh my God, I'm blown away. I can't even believe how pretty that is. I look like a mermaid. Well, this is going into high rotation. Okay. Ouch. Now, these did the job, but they weren't quite long enough. So that's cool, because it didn't make a sharp line because they were curved, but that's all right. I actually really like what it did there. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm gonna go in with this blue eyeliner. Now this is one of those things where like the more you paint it, the more you're like taking off what's already there. So you kind of don't want to futz with it a lot. I really don't want to cover over this Milani thing at all, so I'm going to leave the inner corners unlined. So I started reading a new book while I'm waiting for the next Riley Sager. It's called The Closer You Get The closer I get, the closer you get. The closer you get, I'll put it here. By Mary Torgeson. And it is pretty good. It's about a woman who decides to leave her husband, and then you find out that you find out pretty quickly, I'm not like spoiling it, but you find out that she has been having this affair with her boss, and they like love each other, and they've decided to run away together and start a new life. But then when she gets there, like, he doesn't show up, and you find out that her husband is like kind of a massive dick, and he's like an emotional abuser. And so she, like, it's good that she left him, like, but she's feeling conflicted because now she doesn't have money, and then she gets fired from her job because the affair guy was the boss, and all this like weird stuff happens. And then the story is told, I'm still in the middle of it, so the story is told from her perspective, and then the perspective of the boss's wife, who knows about the affair and stuff. So it's interesting. But the main character, or the mistress, I guess I should call her, she has to like move out and find her own place, and these like kind of weird things start happening to her, and you're not sure like who's doing the things. It's very creepy, but I like it. I would recommend. Okay, here we go. Lipstick. Oh wait, I didn't do lip liner. Now it's weird that I bought a red lip liner and a nude lipstick, so let's see how that's gonna work. Okay. I feel like I have to color it all in, because if I put nude on top of this, it's gonna just look like the 90s. I'm not mad about this though. This is nice. Alright, now I'm gonna put this over top. It sort of defeats the purpose of a nude, but oh, I think I broke it. I did. It's like moving around a little. That's not bad. The nude over the red. I don't hate it. Alright. I didn't do any of this, so I'm gonna try to use this NYX liner for my under eye, which I don't usually like doing. It's always harder to do my left eye, of course. And then, because that's a little harsh, I'm going to go back in with this dark color. Try and smoke out something that is unsmoke outable. It's a little better. Wow, that stuff goes on fast and dries fast. Okay. I did a better job on that side. So thicken that a little bit. These eyes are soups extreme. Okay. Let's go in with lashes. But let's curl lashes first. Okay. Now here we go. Yeah. That's good. That's a definite, like, vavoom. My eyelashes still have, like, residual mascara on them because I had a zoom earlier and I threw on a little bit of mascara for it. So I always feel like you can't really get a great handle on what a mascara is actually going to do for you if you still have on residual mascara. I thought I got it all off, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna add lashes. These are from a set that were longer and I trimmed them. These were also very inexpensive. I'm not sure where I got them. I don't think it was Amazon, but it could have been. I bought them a long time ago. Just gonna throw on some cheap glue because cheap is the name of the game today. Put those there. Take the other ones. So I do love watching makeup tutorials, but I feel like the people on them always like have, the ones that I watch anyway, I feel like they have everything. And I like really don't. Although I do have a lot of stuff. So I feel like, you know, I have spent a lot of money on makeup and I still don't have everything. So I'm wondering how they have everything. I know probably a lot of them have gotten comps, and I know a lot of them have gotten gifted things by, you know, PR departments of makeup companies. Kind of cool. Kind of looks like a feather. All right. Well, that was a lot of makeup. That was a lot of look. I was thinking of doing my hair, but I think this is enough. So this is the look. I did recolor my hair today, so there you go, with overtone. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will be coming back soon with a Wish makeup from Wish. And let me know what else you'd like to see me do. Okay, bye.